What up, savages? How's it going tonight?
What's up,
Welcome,
everybody?
welcome.
How you all doing?
Hello, hello. Oh man, we got an exciting episode today. We got kind of get, I guess, like a part one of showing off some of Wave Two. I think mostly anticipated wave for the line here. Yes, yes, I've been eagerly anticipating these figures. So I'm joined tonight by Renato the Savage, Sevnato, and Nikki Nicole. How you doing,
Hey.
guys?
Doing right, doing
Nice.
all right.
Yeah,
Right.
It's been a
question
long
mark.
day. I think I speak for all of us. And we gotta off of work. Have to deal with whatever we got to deal with at home, and set this up.
Exactly.
So but we had to do it. We do it for you guys because we love you so much. So um, yeah. So these are basically factory samples. Close to being complete figures. So Rob was very nice to kind of send one out to each of us, so we can kind of see what they feel like. If there's anything that we notice. So we'll definitely be going into some details. We have Nash Horn and Krieger to show off today. So join in later on next week or the week after that. We'll be planning another episode and we'll be showing off some of the other figures in Wave 2. So guys, what do you think, man? And enough of me blabbering over here. What are your thoughts on the figures?
I mean, it was a very long just anticipation of, seeing all the different stages of production and that kind of thing, especially when Rob went to China and saw, you could see Wave 2 already in the start of production. So to get the close to final sample in hand, I got the packs a few weeks ago and put up a video about that. So that was like phase one, and now phase two, finally getting the figures in hand, is pretty awesome. And I'm pretty blown away. The colors, the smoothness of the joints, just thinking about the part swapping capability now that we're starting to get more armor and parts is pretty exciting.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah,
I
Ren,
have
what do you think?
I have not left it by itself at all since it arrived in my mailbox. I've taken it to work. I've taken it
That
on my trip to school, taking my son to school. Yeah, he's been everywhere with me. So yeah, I echo everything Nikki said. I couldn't say it any better.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, I won't be a broken record here. I think everything is very nice. Like Nikki said, the addition to parts and the capabilities now that we are going to be having with Wave 2 coming out, this is going to be very exciting. So uh, let's get into it. Let's dissect a little bit. So both of you guys got Nash Horn. So
mhm.
um, we can show them off here. Ren, I can bring it since you kind of brought them up first. Let me I'll bring you up here. There we go. Nice. So this one's interesting because you guys actually get to see that skin tone. So tell us a little bit about that skin tone too. That you have it in hand, because I feel like over the camera, it doesn't really do it justice.
Yeah, especially with my camera is so bad. But yes,
Yeah, step your
um,
game up, Frank. No, I'm just joking.
the skin tone is not so. When I first saw this through pictures and all of that, I was imagining a pitch ravenous black, but there is a nice bluish hue to it, very subtle. Um, it's what I admire a lot from it is really the smoothness of the joints. It's noticeably much smoother.
Nice. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I mean, one of the main things that I noticed with the figure is how awesomely that top pauldron uh, moves and just totally does not hinder articulation.
Right.
We can totally, you want to show it off there, and I'll show it off
Yep.
too with
So
Krieger.
right now, see, as you can see, this piece right here goes to the shoulder part, um, and this part right here goes right here towards the neck. So essentially, you have pauldron in two pieces here that exactly does not hinder whatsoever articulation. Not only that, but the material here is very soft and very pliable. I even want to kind of say it feels a little bit softer than the other pieces too, from the
Hmm.
previous wave, especially with the loincloth is something that I've noticed.
Yeah, how's that loin piece? Is it pretty?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I can. Let me see. Gonna put me on the spot here, but
Yeah, while you're doing that, Ren, basically the skin tone that Rob had envisioned was the darkest actual human skin tone that exists. And so he provided the factory with a really beautiful model example. I can't remember her name, but she has an amazing, beautiful skin tone. And that's what they tried to match. So he is not, jet black. He is supposed to be like the darkest human skin tone that exists.
yeah.
Nice.
So all the pieces are very pliable, which helps with the articulation. But something too that I've noticed, the knee has a better range than previous waves as well.
Yes. Yeah, and that one I think a little more so too because it is kind of like a bear.
Kind of, yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
a full-on booted leg, so
Right. One
really
thing to
nice.
note is the back of the. So this is one piece, right?
Hmm.
But the back is the fleshy part.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that's oh boy. Oh boy. Nikki, do you want to share a little bit about your thoughts on the
Sure,
figure?
yeah. I actually have my Nashorn with
Ooh,
the horns from
yes.
the character pack head, so you can see the difference compared to Ren's from the silhouette. And then you also from those character packs you also have different helm attachments
Which
available.
actually,
I'm not jealous at all.
yeah, right.
But yeah, just those colors. I'm just blown away by the weapons of this line still. Like, even
Oh
though I
my
see them all the time, I'm like, the scabbard's nice. There's real chain back here. The sword itself, like it looks like it's
Mhm.
Damascus steel because there's just like you can't really, my camera's not really picking it up, but there's just some swirls in the blade itself. Like, just the detail that's put into the weapons is insane. And of course, he can sheath that weapon just fine. There's also some kind of, I don't want to call them hidden features, but just some unexpected things. So, like, the belt emblem is removable. So this piece is interchangeable with other belt emblems that have already been released and are coming along. And then, of course, if you wanted to, he has another porthole over here. So any of the previous accessory packs, what do we have? We have like the skull set from the Lemurian pack. We have in wave 2 coming, there's going to be the cartographer set. There's the tankard. What else am I missing? Stuff.
There's, I mean, Wave 2
the
has so many
potion,
different
potion bottles.
potion, mug, horn.
Oh yeah, the blowing horn. So yeah, just really cool stuff that you can attach. And then like Ren said, the pauldrons are really flexible. We got the deltoid armor here, which plugs into the back of the arm, so it just doesn't hinder that range of motion. I really like the details on the back armor. Like, there's a sculpted spine in that metal. And then just like the details and paint apps on just all these little embedded jewels in the armor.
Wow.
Sandals. Just really.
Yeah, the sandal feet are awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice with the head and just it's not just like solid colors on the armor. Alex really did a nice job with these like subtle transitions of color, which I really
the transitions are great.
Yeah.
What an awesome figure, man.
Something to add too, just very quickly.
Yes, Ren.
And I don't have a Lemurian with me, but sorry.
Let me bring you up here.
I guess I'll have to. The peg, the net peg, it is noticeably thinner than the one from Wave 1. So it allows for even a better articulation on the neck, like going up and down and to the sides. Obviously, with Nashorn, there's a little bit of limitation because of the helmet, but I think that thinner net peg helps.
Yeah, definitely the head motion or the head range that Krieger has is incredible. I'm really surprised by it, and I really love the fact that you can get him in this position where the helmet is just like you just totally get the eyes just peering right underneath the helmet, and it looks amazing. Hopefully, we can get a pose like that a little bit later when I show him off here. So. But since we were talking about Nashorn over here, Nikki did send me some nice high detail pictures, so we can take a little bit of a look from him zoomed in. So here we got. I think this was Ren.
Ren's posing.
Yes. Here, let's bring him up. So yeah, such a this is such a heroic pose right there, and God, the horns look great too. At first I was very skeptical. I was like, man, I don't know how's that going to work with everything, but they came out looking so good, and
it's
really
definitely a vibe.
Definitely,
it's very unique. Wait till you read his bio.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a reason why Ren and I requested this character to look at from the options.
Yes.
Yeah, so some nice, in-depth look at, the armor there. Again, such a great job in the colors and all that. It looks really good. Let's see here. Get some more. Here we are.
And in your background there still, I'm noticing that is the Wave 2 map that comes with
Yes, we'll look at as soon as we're done looking at these pictures, I'll bring that up so we can kind of look at that in detail too. So, but again, yeah, the sandaled feet, the great bracers that we just saw, same thing for the cleaves right here. So, man, yeah, I really wish I got this guy too right away. Yeah, the belt piece. And it's awesome, Nikki. I didn't know that piece was detachable right there. I thought that was
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
So there is
we're a little,
didn't even notice.
Yeah,
in
a little
the
cherry on top.
character pack, that fur belt piece, it has an armor facing to it, so those pieces are swappable.
Yes.
I'm fairly certain the belt emblem on Nin's armor, the snake with the snake motif.
I actually have it here. I was going to show it.
Okay. I believe that will also swap as well.
Yep. So let's see here. Let's get a look at that. Yeah, that sheath. I mean, and again, something that I'll always praise about this is the fact that the figures can carry all their weapons. It's to me, it's so awesome. Sheaths are sword's best friend.
That reminds me. He comes with a dagger and a sheath, and so you can peg that into the other side of his belt, or any of the other tons of accessories that the line has also. Right. And someone mentioned the shackles. Yes, that is another option that's been put out in the past.
Yeah, the shackle. Yes, yeah, absolutely right. There we get to see a little bit of that range.
A little bit of the range, more than 90.
Yeah, it's really nice. And let me hop over to the comments real quick. You guys are just blowing it up over here. Let's see.
I see. Is the sword scabbard the same as Dissecting? You know what? If you bring me up, Stell, I can show the differences right here.
Yeah. Let me bring you up real quick.
Okay. So here they are, very close in size. And hang on, let me get this guy's cape out of the way. So this is Shield of Dissecting. This is Nashorn.
Mm-hmm.
Different. Shield of Dissecting is a curved blade and much thinner than Nashorn's. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call it the Damascus steel blade.
I like it.
Because I love Damascus steel. So, yeah, a bit different there. But the same idea and placement on the belt as far as the attachment points in the reel chain.
Yep, very true. It's a nice comment. It says the horns make up the whole silhouette. Yeah, it's very true. Awesome. Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah. And with the other horns, not so much on the ones he comes with. I mean, you can change the position and stuff, but because the ports in his helm are angled, yeah, that's those are the character pack pieces. But you can turn the horns that I have here in different ways too, and just get a completely different look.
Let me bring you up real quick. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those horns I'm really looking forward to getting, because that's exactly how I was probably gonna have them displayed.
Yeah, I really like the gold bands on the horns.
Yeah,
I think they just match his armor really well. So that's
yeah,
probably
oh my
how I'm
God.
going to display him.
Especially with that belt too, it really goes.
Man, I should have asked for that weapons pack.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with only getting one figure. Like, we want all the parts and start, wanting to start part swapping and everything, but we can't just quite yet.
Going along with what Nikki said, yes, I like curving the thing towards the front, just to give it kind of like a rhinoceros.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
feel.
that looks really good. So couple more. Let's see, here he is with those horns.
Nice.
Have you guys tried to kind of put him back to kind of look like a ram? Does it work like that or not so much? Oh, wait. Hold on. We got a special little pop in over here.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
Hold on, let me bring you up here. Here he is. Look at that handsome devil over there. What's going on, Matt?
I even cut my hair for the thing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Lift a little peach fuzz. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
We're good. We're
much better now.
Over, some of the figures here.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. I was gonna say that I was gonna bring you on another episode to kind of show him off in detail. But
anyway, I don't mean to disrail. Keep going.
No. You're fine, brother. No, this is a nice little treat, nice little pop in.
All right.
A teaser, if you will.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna pop a little beer and
a little beer. Yeah, right. Just sit on back there, man.
Yeah.
Yes. So there he is too. The helmet. So you can just see, the weathering on there is really nice.
Yeah, tons of weathering. Nothing is just like a blank color, I'll call it. Just a lot of weathering and really nice color transition. I think that effect, we saw it with Nin's armor. That color transition, it just brings the armor alive a little bit, which I really like.
Retail versions of no, these are factory samples that we're going over here, so pretty close to being final product. So
he looks awesome.
Renato, look at this. First rhino mount confirmed. We're gonna be getting an email from Rob.
I know, right? Oh, my phone's vibrating. It's going off.
I'm just playing. Nikki was nice enough too to send me her card. So we can bring that up because that's part of the new, some of the new stuff that we're getting. So this is pretty nice over here.
I actually, in the same foil, there was 2 of the same cards. So I got a bonus. I got 2 of them.
You got two cards in one foil?
Yeah.
Look at that.
But yeah, this
double
this
yolk
card,
and an egg.
This card shows.
That's cool.
What I like about these cards is that they present an actual fleshed out character from the parts that are available in the character packs.
Oh my God. Hold on. Let me
name it. Like this guy's name, Barbarian Clan Warrior.
What's he called?
He has all of his 5e D&D stats on the back if you're into that. But it gives a name to some of the part swap combinations available in the character pack. So it's taking something super static and not fleshed out and really bringing it to life, which I super dig that about these cards.
Yeah, truly. And actually, I saved mine all foiled up, so
Oh,
it'll
you
be a little
did?
treat we opened up on the show here.
Nice.
Ren, I think, saved his too. So
Oh, nice one.
yeah,
This is the one I got. I don't know whether you guys. It's basically.
yeah. Let me bring you up here. I'm actually really jealous because
Well, you can have it next time I see you,
looks-
brother.
no, it's okay. No, no, no. Well. You never know. This might be it right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's true enough. That's true enough. But it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Rubus's artwork is amazing as usual.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the stats on the back. How cool.
Bigger the shunned.
And speaking of Rubus, that second graphic novel is very close to coming out too. So
Oh, yeah.
can't wait to get that in hand as well. So
Oh,
it's a good time to be a savage right now. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be a really nice delivery with getting the graphic novel in hand and then shortly thereafter getting Wave 2. It's gonna be
Story time.
story time. I'm actually gonna brag about this, and since Frank
Oh, dude, you
is
got
in the
that one,
comments
yeah.
too, when I pulled this,
Oh.
I shit my pants. This was
What?
such an awesome pull.
Is that what you just got just then?
No, this was from Shield, from one of the Shields that I
Oh,
opened.
yeah. That is a nice one, though.
Oh
I'll
man,
swap
that
mine
was.
Time.
Oh, hold on, let me bring up Ren. Who do you got? Oh
Man.
yes,
nice.
man. Oh, that's from that's from the European. If I'm not mistaken, that's the European cover.
It is.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah,
Yes.
European cover of
So
the-
this
of
is
the
as
graphic
close
novel.
as I'll get to that European
you
edition.
son of a gun, Ren. This is yeah.
Yeah.
You're closer to having that than any of us, man.
All right.
Yeah, look at that. That's nice.
Oh, how awesome, man. That's great. That's great. Wait, that was that the one you just got?
Yeah, that's the one I
Oh,
just
so
got.
you just opened
Oh,
this. Okay, cool.
Pop
All
yours.
right. Well, shoot. Let me
Yeah.
open mine then. Hold on.
Yeah. We're all excited. We're like little kids. Pop it open.
Yeah. Right.
Take a look.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop the shirt off.
All right. Let's see what we got.
No, we're all just waiting.
Don't cut the card.
And waiting. Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
Haha, I didn't even know about this character. All right, let me bring it up.
Sneaky. I like it. Wait, hold him super still.
Nice. Yeah, hold still.
What is that?
Hold on. I'm trying to get not that light to shine right on it.
Yep. So that is the alternate head for Jaeger.
Oh, yeah.
With the hang on, let me grab it. I actually have it.
Is that
Right.
Jaeger's body as well?
Yep.
Hold it back up again.
Kaldar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's Jaeger's body there. And he's
Oh,
got
I
the
see.
javelin
Yeah,
and
yeah.
another one of those like hand weapons from the weapons pack.
He's got the belt missing,
Yeah. He's got the pouch.
but he's got the pouch. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah,
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Nice,
Yeah, I'm
nice
excited
tool.
to pull some of the Wave 2 stuff, so
Here's that that head still in one of
Oh,
the-
yeah. I love that head.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to pop it on this guy.
I was talking to Tim about this, and I said the reason I love Jaeger so much is that it takes that classic look of a werewolf, and it's so nice because it's such a like refreshing way of doing something old, and very nostalgic. So I
Yeah,
can't wait
and
to get
he
Jaeger too.
also
He's
looks
actually
like-
my most anticipated one.
Yeah,
Um,
he's vastly becoming my favorite. He also reminds me of like an old school D&D illustration from like a book, like a book cover. He's kind of got that little vibe to him. Like I could imagine, what's his name, Larry? What was that artist? The D&D artist, Larry something.
Caldwell.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it kind of looks like one of those kind of. But yeah, he's great. Look at that.
Or Elmore.
Oh, let
sorry.
me hold on. Let me
Yeah.
bring you up,
Right.
Matt.
Elmore. Yeah. Look at that dude.
Yeah,
Look how great it is. And the wired cape.
Mm.
The cape.
yeah. That wired cape is
well.
really nice.
Get a little bit of, Yeah,
Let's see,
he's like the Boba Fett of the Savage Crucible. He's got that kind of mysterious quality with that short cape as well.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, is that cape the same one as the shield, but in a different color?
It is. It's
Okay.
the same cut, yeah, and the same kind
Yeah,
of. you
and
can
that
see
sheath is awesome
you
too.
can see
So
the tattering is the same as well.
is Barros Paleai character a reference to Commissar Yurik Paleai? No. So if Rob did this the way he had asked, I think he had asked us to kind of give him some names. and I gave him a name, Baros, from the Greek word Varvaros, which means barbarian, just kind of like shortened up. So
Oh,
I think
cool.
that's where he took it from. I could be, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that's where he took it from. But that would be pretty awesome. Yarick is a very nice character, very cool character in Warhammer.
I like Matt. I like how closely the cape matches the hood. It's just really nice.
Oh yeah,
right.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's even that little texture on the hood as well.
And do you have his other head with you?
I do, let me see. No,
the unhooded.
Oh,
one?
you know what I do? Actually, hold on.
Okay.
Go and get that, Matt. We're actually. Let me bring this up. Actually, let me bring it up with the black so it shows nicer.
I've got a big bag.
Oh, look, you were quick as hell, Matt. Jeez, I thought it was going to take you a minute.
Right there.
But here's a quick glance of the new map that the Wave 2 figures are going to be coming with. So, Carico, I want to say. Carico.
And you'll, some of these locations are referenced in the bios.
Mm-hmm. So there it is right there, guys. We'll get a little fresh take on some of the landscape of the Crucible.
This harkens back for me to, there was a whole series of paintings done by Clyde Caldwell that showed the map in the background, and then a series of like 3 characters from that region. And there's like, I have at least 15 of them in a book. And I just love that. And it's kind of how I shaped my whole collection, is like, here's a few characters from that zone just to give a vibe of and a feel of like the cultures, the different cultures and races there. So this definitely hits a nice nostalgia place for me.
Oh yeah. All right, let me go up top here. Matt, if you want, you can go ahead and show Jaeger off. I'm gonna quickly switch my camera off and twist it around here so I can get over to Krieger. But Matt, take it away, my friend.
There he is. That's with the hood down, and of course he comes with his hood down sculpt.
Gotcha.
Nice. And there he is showing off the details of his face. I mean, I'm trying to get him.
Yeah.
Focused.
So Matt, can you explain how the other head is the head embedded in the hood?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Got
can
it.
just see it. Basically the same head. I mean, it's not the same head because it's got a plug system at the back, I think, right? It's glued in, but it's the same sculpt. And
a different like facial expression too.
Oh, let me see. Oh, it totally is. Yeah. I just missed that until just then. Yeah, he's snarling in the hood like. Arr.
And then the hood down, is that just a separate piece that like a collar around the neck?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
You pop that little sucker off, and it's very nice, satisfying snap.
Nice.
That little thing. But I'm a hood up kind of guy, so that's how I like him. But yeah, he's fantastic, and I've taken. He does come with secondary shoulder armor right here, but I've taken it off because I prefer the way the cape sits with it off, like that, But that's just my preference, and I've stuck those pieces of armor on a Lemurian. If I can find him. He's here somewhere. Yeah, here he is. So I stuck those on this guy because I thought that looked kind of cool, and that's just a little furry cape that I made, But that's his other little secondary. But yeah, he's cool. Yeah, fantastic figure. I think this guy might be my favorite.
His colors pop a lot more than the earlier samples that I've seen, at least. So
yeah,
I'm getting definitely more excited for this character.
Yeah, and I can't wait to strip all this off of my second one. When I get my second one, I'm going to strip all the shoulder pads. I'm going to put the cape around his waist, going underneath this, and I'm going to put that samurai top knot kind of wolfman head as like his brother, like I don't know, like they're two, like he's the bowman with his crossbow, and then the other guy is going to have the sword, So it'll be just like two bounty hunters in my head canon,
Matt, are those arrows attached, or like can they be detached?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
Or okay. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
So when So if you know the same plug system we've got for everything, you could detach this. Let me try and do it on camera. I'm not going to try and actually do it, but you can detach that, and if you wanted to put the arrows there, then they could just go there.
Nice.
Push it in right now, but you get the idea.
Yep.
Wow. Very cool. And can you show the scabbard?
Yeah,
Scabbard
please.
the scabbard is great, and the scabbard's kind of tricky. You kind of put it through the cape.
Elaborate on that a little bit, Matt, because talk about those portholes in the cape too. Yeah.
So you can see it's on his bolt. What do you call that thing? A baldric? The chest strap, anyway.
Sure.
But so this is going through the cape. There's a little pre-cut hole, and then it goes into there. But it's nice and sturdy, like it's not popping off.
Nice.
And then there's 2 more pre-cut holes, and these shoulders pop off nice and easy, but not fall off. And then there's the little holes right here. You just pop them right back on, and that's it. And let me see if we can get the hole. That's it. Well, now I'm having a hard time, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say for that, I found it a lot easier if you just kind of remove it, and heat it up a bit, pop them in, and then kind of just put it right back on.
Yeah, but the shoulders on these.
Oh, now for the shoulders. Oh, I thought the sword popped out. I'm sorry, Matt.
Yeah, no, but the shoulders on are real, like they stay on real nice, but they're easy to get on.
They're easy to get. Yes,
not as tight as the Lemurians, But that seems as a stripped down kind of version. You can kind of see him a little more.
Oh yeah.
That looks really nice.
Look cool.
Can you show his boots a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like those.
Oh, and then check this out as well. How nice the little.
Oh man. Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and it goes in real good and stays where it's meant to go. He's very cool. The articulation is beautiful, and they're nice and buttery as well. Like they're not stiff or get him into some beautiful poses.
He's got pants, so his legs are not fur; they are like leather pants, right?
Yeah, they're leather.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sheath on the boot, is that also removable?
No, the sheath is sculpted.
Part of the boot.
Yeah, it's part of the sculpt.
It's sculpted into part of the boot. Let me try and get it a little close. It looks like it could be removable, but it's not. You can kind of see there. It kind of sinks into the boot. But yeah, awesome looking figure.
Good.
Yeah, even stripped down like that, Matt, he looks great.
He looks great, doesn't he? Yeah. He's got alternate hands as well. He's got 2 of these. And and of course can hold his. Even with all of his armor and everything on, but particularly without, but he can hold his crossbow completely authentically. There's no sort of awkward positioning when he's trying to hold his crossbow. He can look, he can look right down the barrel.
I gotta say, man, this is like full circle for me because this is how I found out about the line through the Instagram.
Yeah,
there was like a gray model holding that same like crossbow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that picture.
Like an initial test shot.
Right. It was like many years ago.
I think it was probably a Czech model. Like
it was a Czech model.
It's funny that Ren, you mentioned that. I was thinking the other night. I'm like, oh man, how sad. Like those Czech models that we brought to so many conventions, now it's like their time has come.
Oh yeah, those things,
rest well. It's like, gotta do like a burial for him, like a ceremonial burial.
Yeah, it's like they're just lost now. Well, they're not lost, but they're in a box, and that's probably
exactly
in pieces.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah! Just the posability too is just so great, and like you said, Matt,
And I'll tell you what's awesome as well that I didn't know is that it's changed.
Oh, wow!
So it's rail here, which I thought was really cool. So he's kind of like, oh yeah, that's neat.
Whoa.
Show like, and if you pose him a little bit, it just pokes out a little, and you go, oh, he's
nice.
got. So that was.
I didn't know. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
His eye is really well done. You had him pose like just looking right up over the
right down the barrel, right?
That's intense. I love that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I can't. Oh man.
Yeah, he's awesome. One of my favorites. Yeah.
Wow.
And the weapons I got were, let's see, were these two, my two little these are my two.
Oh yeah.
Oh, blind bags.
Oh,
yeah.
look at that.
I'll bring. It's funny. I have an open mind to see what color they are, but I can feel them through the bag.
Oh, you've
So I
got
have the
doubles
same
like
ones,
that?
but I'll open and see
Let me see
which
what
ones I
have.
got.
But yeah, but I've got a bunch
Oh,
of
yep.
Hold on. Let me bring
blades now.
fire. It's funny that the ginger's getting all the
What
I
you got?
Well,
got
yeah,
the
I
lime.
need those ones still.
That's cool. That's like a jade, right?
Yeah. You need these, Nikki?
Yeah, well, I basically want all of the green ones.
Okay.
It's funny.
So I'll
Does
get them.
everybody have a favorite color?
I like the greens because I
The greens.
feel that they're like, you know, the card, the Venom Rot blades. That's what I
Mhm.
call
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Mine's the blue ones because it's like ice blades. Yeah. That's my favorite.
Sweet.
This may be my second pair, Nikki. If these are, I'll send them your way.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, these are my pulls so far between
Oh, let me
Shield
bring
of Dissecting and
Nice.
and the Wave.
Yeah, that looks good in blue. Yeah.
Yeah, the blue ones.
Yeah.
I love the purple ones. The ethereal
Ones are
blades.
really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All
I
right.
mean, I want them all eventually. So.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's like Pokemon.
Look at that detail on that as well. How cool is that?
Wow.
Yeah, that little emblem is really
Yeah.
nice. All right.
What is this? A little
Looks
wall.
like real leather.
Yeah, it's awesome. Nice.
I don't think we will be selling any weapon blind bags separately at any point, but
Yeah, that
still
crossbow.
chasing that fire Como sword. That same with Ren.
I know, man. I need that fire Como sword.
Sweet. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Look at
And
that.
Krieger.
Yeah.
Get some Krieger action over here. So
It feels so good to mess with them without fear of breaking them because we
right.
with the check models for so long at the conventions that was like desperately trying to pose them without.
I know
Because they're so delicate because they're check
that paranoid with the foot.
Yeah,
It's like,
and then all of a sudden it's like we get to like grab them and go, oh, they're toys, and we can mess with them. They just look so good.
oh,
Yeah.
look at
I
that.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Samesies.
That's two you need to get.
Yep.
That's cool.
All right. So we already kind of showed the packaging and stuff, but get this out of the way.
Yeah, that new map's cool. I don't know. I'd have to speak to Rob, but I don't know whether will those maps eventually be able to be lined up.
I'm not sure.
Neither am I, but that'd be cool,
What?
right?
That would be cool.
And Mad Demon, to answer your question, will future waves have blind bag weapons that come in more styles than just Lemurian? Yes, more styles and different, not necessarily the translucent.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's stronger than I realized. I like that. That's good.
Sorry, trying to bring it into focus.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that looks good. I didn't realize how prominent that was going to be. That's cool. Nice.
More fresh than old, right?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we've talked about, the articulation wise and all that. It's, he moves, like we said, with the pauldron here too,
Yeah. Yeah, everything still works.
it just moves, completely out of the way so you can
Yeah.
get him, it does not hinder him whatsoever.
Man, that pauldron is beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And the nice thing too, like Nikki was saying kind of about Jaeger is with these heads, like if you get them just right,
Mhm.
you can just get them to just kind of just peer right under that helmet.
Look under the brim. Yeah.
I can't get it to focus, of course.
Yeah. That fur looks great.
But yeah, the fur piece is great. That's
Can you pop the shoulder pad off so I can see it without. Without the. Let me have a look at that. You see, that looks good too.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that is a separate piece. So, he's got the one that goes into the bicep.
Yeah, into the back of the delt, and then the one that goes in the back of his.
Or the delt, not bicep.
Yeah.
Right.
You and me are gonna have to go to
the metal pauldron that sits on top of the pauldron fur armor is a separate piece. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how cool that looks. I actually kind of prefer that look.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really
I mean, even stripped down like that, it just, it looks really good. Sword.
Right.
I really love this helmet too. I mean, he looks good unhelmeted, but
Yeah, no, the helmet.
This helmeted head is
helmet's great. And just like you said, Stell, the positioning of the head in the helmet, just so his eyes are like right under that metal, is perfect.
And does that that belt buckle comes off and becomes?
Oh yeah. So I was actually going to show this.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that pops off.
Yeah.
Like we said, you have if you got Nin from Wave 1, you can totally port that in there.
Yeah. Cool.
Needs a little heat right now,
but that works, right?
It works, yeah. It goes in there. But the nice thing with his little buckler right here is the figure does come with a handle. So
yeah, I saw that in the box, and Kevin.
Yeah. So
Kevin, what is that? He's like,
Let's see if I can get it to port. So this is just like totally a cool little, thought behind this figure, just a little extra, so like you could totally get him to where he has a buckler.
Yeah. That's great.
So
imagine being punched in the chops with that.
Just a great, versatility, is just awesome on this. So.
Sweet.
And then I can also pose him up over here. Do a little bit of a size comparison.
His skin tone came out really nice too.
Yeah, the skin tone's great.
Shading on it is really nice.
So there he is next to the Hacks, Red Sonja.
Oh, she looks very pale in comparison, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's super pale compared to these guys.
She looks like she grew up the same place I grew up.
We got Warduke, and even Warduke's a little more pale.
Yeah,
compared
he's like
to
pinker. Yeah.
They go pretty well together. I know.
Oh yeah,
bigger. It's a slightly larger scale, isn't it?
A little taller.
Yeah, but that could still work, I think.
Got him next to some Monster Force.
Oh, cool.
And still just looking at how you have Krieger pose, like there's just the proportions and everything. There's been several refinements over time from the original samples that,
Yes.
showed off during the Kickstarter to now. And the proportions are, I think, perfect right now.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's just so much better.
Yeah, his waist sits correctly in the belt. His arms are the correct length. His thighs are the correct. Yeah. He's
that's a great point to bring up, Nikki, because we definitely took a lot of that into consideration when it came to the book. So good call out on that.
Nice.
There he's next to some Vala right there.
Some little Vala figures.
Next to some Accessory, which I actually think the Accessory look really good.
Oh yeah, they kind of work together well.
Yeah, they look real good next to each other.
Yeah. That's kind of a similar looking book as well. Yeah.
And actually, since we're on Accessory, give it a little difference in buck right here.
Jeez, that big old beast.
Big old Minotaur. So
yeah.
Perfect.
That thing's pretty cool.
And I even have.
Look at you with your background, with your stony background. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. If anybody wants to see it with some Mythic Legion here.
Yeah. What chest is that from the Mythic Legions?
Oh, that's actually a MAFC part. It was the I believe it was the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Plate armor.
Yeah.
And just for a little bit of a comparison, here's a
look at that handsome fella.
Marion. So.
So the
Lemurians are slightly taller.
Yeah, slightly shorter than Humans are slightly
Or-
shorter than the Lemurians,
Yep.
like millimeters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real? I
Exactly.
didn't know that. That's cool.
You get 2 vertical hinged and 2 horizontal hinge hands.
Mhm.
So, and then these open expression hands.
No, yeah, I love those. That's great.
Yeah, these are great
And more exciting expression hands in the character.
in the
Yes.
character
Yeah,
packs.
yeah.
Axe. Let's see. It's got a little holster right
Yeah.
there for the axe.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
look at that.
So that's what I said. Like, all the weapons are stored,
Yeah.
and of course,
He looks
awesome.
so cool when you crunch him down like that. He looks great. Yeah. Oh, and he can totally reach his sword, of course.
Nice.
Not only that, he can actually like
Draw that
partially
sword.
like have it drawn too. So
That's cool. Bring
yeah,
his
you
head
can
up a
get
little bit.
him. You can get him in these great crutch down poses. Like, here, let me.
We need someone to create those stop motion animations with these.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that'd be great. You get that guy that does the I'm losing his name right now, but the guy that does the He-Man stuff, Mattel stuff.
Yes, yes. He did the Jurassic Park ones too.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Think, yeah, he's excellent.
Nice still. That looks
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that
I
looks
like
awesome.
that.
He looks
So,
like a
and
great-
then Kevin was nice enough to send us some pictures when he got to mess with his. So,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
some great poses on his
Yeah.
stuff.
That's awesome. He's been waiting to get his hands on that guy for it. That's his.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did some
BJ,
great.
expecting to ship. They're going to be within a month, right, Nikki?
Yeah, BJ, we keep the timeline updated on savagecrucible.com. So when we have more news, we will put it on that timeline.
Oh yeah, what Nikki said, not what
But
I.
basically, we have it as shipping from the factory to us in Q2 2025.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
so there, like, he can, you can get him in a pose where he's like just drawing both weapons,
yeah.
just ready to just wreak havoc on some, lizards or whatnot. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, and
I love
honestly, that his gauntlet right there, that thing is so sweet because it's like, it's huge and it's kind of like a shield slash gauntlet. It's so nice, like
Mhm.
as opposed to the other side, so you can totally have that hand just, like even holding that buckler, it totally looks like he's got this like super awesome gauntlet,
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks awesome. And I'm glad the color, because remember our check model, the fur on the back
Mhm.
looked a little pink, and that
Yeah.
it's kind of like worked out, so it's really nice.
Oh, these are Matt's poses.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Matt's
those
in these.
are the ones from our thread. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, and you still with these pictures, you have that deltoid armor on him still, so you can
Yes,
see that
I do.
layered effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks great. Yeah.
Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna switch back to my camera here.
Yeah, Stell, can you
Oh, yes.
pop his alternate head on?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Sweet.
Let me bring that back up here. Totally spaced on that.
Pop his noggin on.
Oh yeah, and actually, just while I have it here, so you can see that helmet. You're getting
Yes, that's some range.
Tons of range.
like
And look at that
look
shine.
at that, like looking up, looking
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't really focus too great, but yeah, the range is really nice. That was actually one of the things that I was really surprised with. So focus, baby.
Settle down, camera.
Come on, you can do it.
Put him right back where your wall is, because your wall.
Yeah, maybe further out.
Yeah, about there maybe, and he might
No.
put your hand behind him. Does that do it? I see YouTubers do that, and it tends to work.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Kind of. Yeah. There
Yeah.
you go.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. And again,
Not
great.
to have a bearded barbarian.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Like,
Hey, beards. You can't beat a beard.
I mean, I like
He's
beards.
looking-
I prefer beards. However, it's nice to have a little variety.
yeah, right.
Wait until the dwarves come out.
Mhm.
Look at that.
It's like, yes, I slay my enemies, but I also slay my 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah. He's cool. He's really cool. Look at that. Nice.
I love that layered pauldron effect. It's like,
Yeah, actually, now with just the fur,
It's really nice.
I'm really liking it. Just like
Yeah.
that now, The pauldron's really nice too. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's super nicely done.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Look at that.
I may have to put that on Nashorn now.
ooh,
Yes.
good
Yeah.
call.
Still, does that leather strap doesn't come away from the grey fur? No.
No, it's actually, you can see those port pieces. You can see where the belt connects with the fur piece there, kind of.
But is it as two separate pieces of plastic, but it's glued together, or
Yeah, it's glue. Yes, exactly.
so theoretically, if you hit it with some heat, you could, and you wanted to flex it apart, like you could. Possibly.
Yes, yeah, you could definitely do that.
That's interesting as well.
But the nice thing too is you don't have to pop off any of his parts to get his chest.
Oh, check it out! Yeah.
Yeah, see, that comes right off there. So
Wow.
Nice.
you don't even need to pop anything off there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't look like it was going to pop off that easily.
And
So
can you
that,
show-
that's
is
really
his-
nice for anybody that kind of is afraid to, pop
Look
things
at that.
off and whatnot.
That looks badass. Look at that. That looks great.
And his scabbard and everything, that's different from Jaeger's, right?
Yes, yeah, his is more like a wrap sheet,
Yeah.
Wow.
which is really cool.
But I bet you could, because I know the kind of barbarian sword that came with Como, you can fit into Jaeger's.
Yeah, Jaeger's. I'm pretty sure you can. This one's curved.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would fit. Maybe that one. No, because it's pretty thick in the front.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe that one sword that's in that character pack.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah.
But
yeah, he looks awesome.
Even that axe, it's
That axe.
that axe though.
Can you take his his shoulder pieces off, or is that a pain?
Oh yeah.
I just want to see how he looks, just like as a, sort of topless
bear.
mob. I can hear all the snapping and clicking.
Yeah, right. As long as you don't hear like a click, fuck. No,
That's what you don't want to hear. Oh yeah, look at that dude. He looks great.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, so that's basically, so if you want to, you get the character packs. I mean that's your base body right there.
Yeah, and like the skin tones in each of the character packs, one set of hands matches Nashorn, and the other matches Krieger and Human, I believe.
Right.
Warrior with ball and chain is a much more ashen.
Yeah.
Skin
tone. He's got a slightly different. Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah, and they move really nice. You don't. The joints are just really smooth.
Yeah. Look at that thing. Awesome.
Man. So here, let's bring this up. Allow me a chance to switch my camera again real quick. So initial thoughts, guys.
I want it all.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Yeah. They're awesome. This guy's Jaeger, I think, is my favorite. I know. I mean, it sounds weird because that's the one that I like, but I feel like he's got that little. And I've said it before, that kind of Boba Fett kind of quality where he's kind of mysterious, And also, we got the graphic novel coming up, which tells his story. So that's getting me excited as well. But yeah, maybe in the future we could get like his human form,
Mm-hmm.
Or see what it looks like, with it.
That would be really cool.
Right. Yeah. That's
I actually. It's funny because I was kind of trying to pick at Rubus, and I was like, "Do we get to see him transform and all this and that?" So, yeah, this character and the mysticism around him too is great. He's totally, he's totally out for the best benefit for himself first and foremost.
yeah. He's pretty,
and then everything else. So it's like he's a very cool character.
And those butterflies work beautiful, even with all that armor, all that cloth, all that stuff. Like, they just work perfectly. You can have double arm poses. You can see how far forward his arm's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alberto, I'm pumped for him. I've only got that one. I'm still waiting on my others.
So did any of us get Warrior with Ball and Chain?
I think Gordon has him.
Gordon.
Yeah. Gordon has him. Tim has Who-Man.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
We'll drop a little tease. Mr. Pete sent us some nice pictures.
He looks so good in that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually like this shot too because the way it looks, he totally looks like he's corrupted. Like he truly.
You can see the little clear bit on the sword as well, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Man, that armor is so nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we'll actually we'll probably for the next episode we'll plan those guys to be on with us.
Sweet.
And they can show us the figures a little bit more in detail as well. So, because I believe that's the other two that we're missing. Yeah. So
it's just Warrior and him. Yeah.
Then you just have the weapon.
There's a lot of figures in this wave, so people are going to have their hands full. I mean, if you've pre-ordered, if you have not pre-ordered, I would encourage you to go to the retailers right now and secure those figures because they're going to go fast.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Pete tonight? What's he doing?
Where is Pete tonight? He had an emergency that he had to attend to, so unfortunately he couldn't be with us tonight. But
dang! I was just about to take the piss out of him, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was about to say, he's being a pussy or something. Right now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't say that.
Yeah, right. Whew.
Love you, Tim. He's good though, right?
But yeah. Real cool stuff. Oh, nobody wants to see me like that. Hold on. Yeah.
Well, look, I need to get further away from the camera.
Oh, yeah. So Kevin also has Warrior with Ball and Chain, so there's another opportunity there.
Yeah.
And I'll actually run this real quick too, since we're up here. Death Dealer, he's getting close to the end here for the pre-order. So,
and I'll be the one closing the store. So.
Yes. Yeah, so no private messages.
No bribe extension.
Leave it open an extra minute.
For the right amount of money, I may keep it open for.
Yeah, right.
It's a classic thing, guys. Every time a sale closes, we get a bunch of messages and comments the next day. I missed it. I didn't know about it. So don't be that guy.
Just so that everyone knows, it's Eastern time, midnight.
Yes.
You know what
Eastern time, midnight on Friday, May 2nd.
Yes. So 11:59 p.m. technically, because midnight would be 11.
Right.
Yeah. So at nighttime, hitting midnight, I'm turning off
the
pre-order.
So you even have the full day on the 2nd to.
I'm going to phone you up the moment you turn it off and say, "Wait, can I just order one?
Wait, bring it back."
I got Warrior Ball and Chain card.
And for pre-orders, you can either pay in full at the time of your pre-order, or you can put down a $5 deposit and pay in full when it's close to shipping. So
Death Dealers 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for those suckers to come out. That's gonna be we got to do another show. That's gonna be amazing with those guys. Yeah, we get Frankie on.
Yeah, we definitely have to give Frankie a first impression video or something, having open it up and all that. So
there's a great picture of him at I think it was Toylanta, of him holding up Warrior in the packaging, packaging and then opening. That was really a great shot. Whoever took that.
It was me.
Sorry, I'll correct myself. It is $5 deposit. It's $10 more.
Right. Okay.
That's what I was.
Oh yeah.
$5 deposit. $5
Yeah,
deposit. $10 more.
It's
Yeah.
just going to be $10 more if you do
Yes.
the
Yes.
deposit.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. Good stuff.
Sweet. Other news, we have IshCon. Basically, I mean, 30th. So we're basically in May. So middle of the month, we'll be at IshCon, 17th and 18th. So definitely, if you're in the area,
Who's going to IshCon?
it'll be me, Rob, Chris, and I'm not sure if anybody else is coming.
Okay.
I think he's bringing Collegian.
Yeah.
We'll be there with Savage. We'll have shields for everybody. So
Yeah.
Shields for
anybody
Shields for
looking to
everyone.
get the conclusive, we'll definitely have some available for people.
Shields.
and free blind bags for the first 50 customers, right?
Yes.
Great.
Each day. So
It's 2-day, right? 2-day show.
yeah, it's a 2-day event, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, I like
look at
that you
that. I
have
didn't know that.
your shield set up. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that piece that actually looks really nice like that. Yeah.
That's how I'm going to do Jaeger with the samurai kind of bun head.
Nice. I will probably do the same.
I'm going to put the cape because it just looks so sort of like cool, He did have
Don
his
over here says he's going to be featuring
Really?
Frankie this Saturday on the Takes from the Crucible YouTube show. So
Oh, nice.
definitely, Don, post about that in the Savage Crucible page, so we know about it and we can share about it and make people aware. That's awesome, man. I'll definitely be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Sounds like we got a few people in the chat that are going to get con, so that's great.
Just put my Death Dealer pre-order in. Awesome.
Nice.
I actually still got to put mine in too. Believe it or not,
I know.
I know. I've been bad.
Ashamed. I may have to cancel that order.
What?
No.
I don't know if.
Don't make me Liam Neeson you.
I will find you.
I
will find you. I will find you.
Your Zoom camera all of a sudden sends a notification out the door, like.
Yeah, it's good
Tales
stuff.
from the Crucible. I'll be at IshCon. Awesome, my friend. We're looking forward to meeting you and seeing you there.
Those what they called the collegiate
legends
figures. I'm not a football guy. I don't care about football at all. But they are.
Yeah, me neither.
Stop messing with them.
What's funny? I was like, yeah, these are great. Like the buck is really nice.
Their head movement is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like the.
Whoa, Matt.
No,
you're showing your day job. No, I'm just joking. I'm just playing.
But yeah, they are awesome. I was like trying to figure out a way to like fudge it into my collection somehow. I'm like, should I glue Spike?
I know, right?
Or something. I don't know.
Just put him coming through a portal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, going like
Nikki, I think had shared a picture. Somebody had done like a Beetlejuice homage, and they had done where she's kind of like floating by the stairs, and all the football players were in the background.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
That was.
I forgot who that was.
Yeah, very creative shot. Perfect use of the figures. If you're not into them as football figures, right? It was great.
Yeah, and actually I feel horrible, but one of the Savage Saturday guys too had done a cool portal shot where one of the football players goes through this portal and he's transported into the Crucible.
I saw that.
Was that Alberto? I don't know if it was Alberto. I got to go back. I apologize. I forgot who, but really awesome stuff. And again, we've talked about this before, but the photography that we've been getting for Savage Crucible has been awesome. It's been such a treat. Yeah. And then me being, kind of tagging on with those guys, it's been such a fun and fresh take for me because I wasn't so much into posing and taking pictures. And it's been a real joy and pleasure. So I really love those guys and what they do. So
yeah, every Saturday, I don't know what the theme's going to be. So when I log in on Saturdays and I see this flood of, what you guys are doing, I particularly liked last Saturdays because it was showing off all of the translucent weapons and some great shots. And I love the showcase of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason does a great job with coming up with concepts, and he's actually even reached out to the group and has asked for suggestions too. But he comes up with some really good concepts and stuff. So it's always fun. It's always fun, and a unique take on having a different experience with your toys. So
Yeah. So be
Yeah.
sure to follow the hashtag Savage Crucible
Yes.
Saturdays.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
for
actually
sure.
gotta shoot my stuff for Saturday because we got a pretty nice concept this week as well. So,
Is it
and I don't
Savage
spoil it for
Crucible
the team.
Saturdays or Saturday or both?
What? Say it again, Nikki. I'm
Is
sorry.
it hashtag Savage Crucible Saturdays or Savage Crucible Saturday?
Let me before I say.
It's like, I don't know.
Let me bring it up before I say anything because. And the nice thing too about that is it gets me on Instagram, which I did not use Instagram at all, like
Oh,
prior
no.
to this. So
Yeah, I don't. I'm like old. I don't do
it's
anything.
Savage Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Savage Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, Don said hashtag Savage Crucible
Oh,
Saturday.
you're wrong, Stella.
Oh, I was wrong. See, that's why you don't listen to me.
Savage Crucible Saturdays. It's official.
Thanks, Don.
Nice.
Yeah, hold on, Matt. Let me bring you up.
Oh no, I'm just messing around.
Those
guys.
colors are so rich
Just messing around.
on Jaeger. I love it.
Trying to like get into messing around.
It's like, get your sword out of there.
But yeah.
Quite a bit different from the original prototype in a very
Yes.
good way, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, Wesley, working on this week's shot while I watch you guys. Awesome, man. Hopefully, we're not distracting you too much. Great, guys. Well, I think it's a good time to call it. I don't know about you guys. I mean, we can sit and talk about these guys, all night, I think, but it's a good spot. We can kind of just, round it up here. So,
I got to get up for work. So,
yeah, right.
With you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight, Nikki, Ren. Thank you for, tuning in and being on and showing off the figures. It's awesome. Awesome hanging out and seeing you guys too. So, and Matt, man, thank you for popping in. What a treat.
You're very welcome. I saw the invite and I thought, oh yeah, I can do it. I'm in the house, so I've got the internet because normally I'm in my workshop,
Yeah,
so
right.
I have the internet in my workshop, but I thought.
No, I was gonna say the sound was nice, crisp and clear. So I think
your camera's much
camera's
better.
good too. Yeah,
that's good. Well, this is the place to do it then.
Yes.
All right, cool. What are you looking at, boy?
So, yep. And to everybody, too, that tuned in and saw us live, thank you, guys. Thank you for always making this fun for us. I hope it was fun for you guys as well tonight. And hit that like, subscribe if you want to keep up with the most recent news for the line. IshCon, May 17th, 18th. Death Dealer pre-order ends this Friday at midnight. And always remember, guys, stay savage, all right? Have a good night, everybody.